Taylor, back in 2001, almost won the World Championship. And as Dave said, 3 times a quarter-finalist in this competition, but playing the classic Huybrechts, one of the rapid risers in PDC darts, up inside the top 32. He's 31 world rank now. He's going to go a lot higher than that. This is not to be confused with an easy game for Kevin Painter, Rod, is it? It
certainly ain't. This Huybrechts, he is a class player. He's got everything in the locker, scoring power of the lot, and he's been around for a little while now in the PDC ranks, and on the floor he's been playing exceptionally well, and you're not going to beat him by playing badly, that's for sure. But Kevin, you know, he's well experienced in front of a big crowd. He played in the Premier League this year, he had a real good run, but he needs, Kev's game's all about confidence. Get the first leg, hit a few doubles, and then he moves on, but he tends to beat himself up too much. Be interested to see if Huybrechts gets in front of him, how Kev's going to react to that.
95.
Yeah, Kevin Painter really wowed the big crowds in the Premier League. He then finished 7th, but he was in with a chance of making the semi-finals right to the last knockings.
97.
In a real tough scrap for semi-final spots, but since the Premier League finished, and understandably in many ways, he struggled a little bit. Early exits at the UK Open in the last 64, and in the first round, Steve Beaton at the match play. Difficult sometimes to bring yourself down from those great highs of those Premier League events, Rod, isn't it? Mentally.
It certainly is, yeah. I mean, you're up there in front of like 7,000 plus crowds and the noise, and you come down to tournaments, especially the floor tournaments he struggles with all this year. But it's something you've got to learn, otherwise you're never going to win anything. I mean, Taylor's the expert at it. We just see an unbelievable performance from Taylor against the young Michael Smith, who Phil did say he's got a career in front of him. He certainly has. I see him week in, week out. So we see Kevin Painter clean up the double six for this first leg, and that gives him a little bit of confidence. That settles you down. I mean, it really is. We can't emphasise enough how nerve-wracking this first round draw is.
Painter with that swagger of a gunslinger, aiming now at double 16 to back up the break. And that will rile Kevin Painter, because he's done the difficult bit, he's broken the throw, now he just needs to hold. Couldn't get away, Rod.
Well, we always say it, you work hard to win a leg and you don't give it up easy, but Huybrechts has not punished him. You know, this Huybrechts throw, Rod, we all remember Peter Everson, you know, the 97 World Match Play winner. He beat Phil Taylor then. This throw is identical to what Peter Everson used to have. The way he holds the dart there, just comes back in there. It just reminds me of Peter so much.
72.
Well, Kevin Painter has chucked half a dozen darts and not kicked off. A raise of the eyebrows. Classic Kevin Painter.
152.
Well, how about that? Couldn't get away for half a dozen darts, Rodney, and then kicks off with what effectively is a maximum.
Well, that's why you should never give up in this game. You know, 3 darts can absolutely turn the leg round, and that leg can turn the match round, and we've seen that so much tonight. Terry Jenkins having loads of darts against Mervyn King, and then Mervyn King winning. Brendan Dolan against Gary Anderson. Never ever throw 1 dart away. That may be the dart that gets you back in.
Normally, of course, we have the player and the dartboard on split screen, but you could really probably judge what Painter was doing and where the darts were going by just looking at his face. Almost don't need to see the board sometimes with Kevin Painter, do you?
No, certainly his expressions tell it all. They told it all with that. He was disgusted with those 3 darts. Huybrechts, I mean, surely he's got to switch now. I mean, well, he couldn't switch, he had to stay on the ton, but sometimes the players, they stay on there instead of switching when that dart really does cover that treble 20. When they're above like that one, plenty of room in the bed to fill it up. You see Kev shaking his head going, I had a rubbish score, now I've gone and done that.
But the bottom line is, he's in command of this leg. He's coming back for 84. He leads by a leg to 0. This is to make it 2-zip in the first set. Treble 20 leaves double 12. Well, 14 would leave the bull. Well, he gambled there on aiming for the treble, but he has left the bull. Unlucky, very unlucky.
Well, a chance for Huybrechts to get back in the game. It's a bit of a tough shot. If this goes above the treble, which I'd stay there, I wouldn't go for the 18s. He's gone for the 18s. Had a perfect lie there, Rod, to find that treble. You know, you've got to have a dart at the double with the last dart, whatever happens. But now Painter hit the big 9, double 8 for a 2-0 lead, and this will settle you down. Kev just taking a big deep breath. Dead set. That's what I like about Painter. He just steps back. He never rushes a double.
Good start by Huybrechts. Yeah, he's good value, Kevin Painter, isn't he? He's a great watch.
Certainly wears his heart on his sleeve in this game.
36.
Oh, he'll be happy with that double 18 with his last dart. Huybrechts has got to start moving, getting more consistent. Because you know what Kevin Painter's like, Rod, when he gets in front of you and he gets a little bit of bounce, a little bit of swagger about him, he can be a tough bloke to beat.
Very much so, and if he does win this tie,
140.
he'll book himself a round 2 date with Justin Pipe, who defeated Simon Whitlock earlier today. Good win that for Justin Pipe.
58.
Extremely good win. You know, some players say that the slowness of Justin Pipe ruins their rhythm. Well, if it does, get over it. Got to work with it. He ain't going away, I can assure you of that.
96.
Well, this is Huybrechts' debut in this competition, and making your debut on any stage in any competition is difficult, but it's quite literally doubly difficult here, Rod, isn't it, with the double start? It is completely different, and the vast experience of Kevin Painter in this format appears to be taking its toll here.
Well, when you've beaten Phil Taylor on this big stage, then you're automatically going to come in here with a bit of confidence. There's no question about that. I mean, Painter now wants 89. Going to get at least one dart at the bullseye. The treble 19 would be perfect. He's hit that. He wants double 16. And he stepped back again. Last time he did this, he hit the double 8. Can he hit the double 16 for this first set? Just inside. He's hit this before.
81.
He's let him off.
68.
So Huybrechts now having to take out the 68 to stay in this first set.
2 darts at double 4. Oh, a wire bender. Oh, 2 wire benders for Kim Huybrechts. They could not have been closer. And Kevin Painter, having missed a couple of darts for the set, has hit that one. Kevin Painter is off and running at the City West in Dublin. Painter, the man who knocked out Phil Taylor in 2001, has made an ideal start, running off the first